Hi, it's Alex from Maritime Filming UK, and this is our dedicated camera boat, the Highfield Patrol 760. Here at Maritime Filming UK, we're specialists in filming and photography at sea. We've been doing it for nearly 10 years now, and actually Highfield was one of our very first clients. So to have the asset of this patrol boat means that we can bring everything in-house, so we're incredibly excited about it. And I'd love to give you a little walkthrough, a little overview of what's going on board. So let's step on board and take a look. First of all, here at the bow, we've got two huge lockers. In the forward one, we've got the anchor, and in the one slightly after that, we've got the second backup anchor, which we have to carry as part of our Workboat 3 coding. Right up in the bow here, we've got the Highfield Patrol tow post, a really useful thing to have up in the bow. And then we've got these fantastic rubbing strips and ropes, of course, both inside and on the top. Makes it really good if you're moving around in choppier weather, trying to get a shot up here in the bow. You can have one hand on this, one hand on the gimbal, and you're nice and safe and secure. That's really useful for us, and also allows you to clip on, which is part of our Workboat 3 coding. If you're working up in the bow, you might need to be able to do that. So having those lines going all the way back down the boat, really useful. This storage locker houses our life raft, batteries, and access into the inside of the console, as well as having this nice seat on the front, perfect if you're anchored up somewhere, or you're waiting for a boat to circle around the bow of the boat and you're shooting it. This is a fantastic place to be sat because you've got good visibility all over the top of the bow. Coming further aft, a really fantastic windshield, which gives great protection to those sat at the helm behind, which we'll have a look at in just a moment's time. But before we do, we have to talk about this T-top. One of the best things about this boat has to be the T-top. It keeps the sun off you, it keeps the rain off you, mostly rain here in England, sadly, but it keeps all of those elements off you so you can stay out at sea for much longer and much more comfort. And on top of that T-top, you'll see that we've added a Starlink satellite dish. Now this is wired into the boat. This means that we've got a live hotspot on board. We can allow clients access to the internet, we can upload videos faster, we can download stuff, we can check the shoot lists, live stream a broadcast that's going out that we're working on. It's really useful to be able to have that internet connection here on board. On the side of the console are these fantastic, really strong handholds, which means that as you come down the side of the boat, you've always got something to be holding on to, which is key if you're in big weather or you're moving around with all your camera gear. It's really useful to have something that you know isn't going to move when you hold on to it. So that's fantastic. And then coming through to the helm here, we've got these bucket seats, really comfortable. So we decided not to go with jockey seats, as quite a lot of our filming is long distances, heading out a long way, and you want that comfort to be able to keep you going. Flip down bolsters allow you to either stand or sit at the seat to allow for the most comfort. Really, really nice seating area. The console on our Highfield Patrol 760 is classic Highfield. It's well thought out, it's well engineered, really nicely put together and incredibly ergonomic, whether you're doing a long distance passage or you're out in really short, sharp chop. You know you've got everything at your fingertips. You've got easy visibility of your chart plotters, your Honda display, all your sound systems if you want to use it, and your radio sat here ready to go. To the steering wheel, we added our own third-party steering knob, which enables faster responses in a close quarters environment where, for example, we're filming or going around a boat quite fast, or we're doing very different maneuvers, or here in a marina where it's close quarters. So that's actually come in really handy. That's fully removable if you're going out and doing a longer passage, for example. Moving on from that, we've got our Honda control box for the outboard engine. Simple, easy, not really anything to say on this other than the fact it just works. And now for my personal favorite feature of the boat. As a client or a producer, you can sit here and you can interact with the drone or the camera that's working around you. You know, whether it's seeing the camera view, whether it's changing camera settings, everything is right in front of you. So as a client, you've got the best seat in the house. You can see what's going on. You can see what your camera feed, what your drone feed is displaying. And in addition to that, we can supply client monitors. We can transmit the feed out to other boats, to a mothership, anything like that. Not only that, but this is an ultra bright monitor. So it's over 1,000 nits in the daytime, but it will automatically adjust down for nighttime. So if you're here shooting a sunset, it's not going to be blinding you. And it also means the skipper sat in this seat just here can glance over, can see the battery life, see how long it is until you're likely to be coming back to land. They can see how much signal there is. They can see what's around the drone to identify any potential obstacles that means they have to skipper the boat into a different area. So this really opens up communication between the pilot, between the skipper and the client to ensure that everyone's on the same page, everyone can see the same thing. I've never seen it fitted to another boat, and it allows complete flexibility. So again, another real pro to choosing this as a camera boat. Back here we have 3 cup holders and a nice bar to hold on to, as well as this really useful table that we use for setting up our drones, laying our kit out on, making sure that we're prepared, ready for filming. Put the table down and place our pelly cases down here on the floor for really easy organisation when we're on the shoot. Coming further aft, we've got this really nice high tubes. Again, provides lots of safety and security on board, as well as these handles that have been added to comply with Workboat 3 coding. This has been added after factory spec, but means that we're coded to a further distance offshore, which is really useful for some of our clients. In addition, we've got seat belts if we need them here at the back for those passengers on the back seat if we're at planing speeds, as well as handhelds underneath to allow for security. Under here, a huge storage locker underneath the bench, loads of room for all of our fenders, gears, all of our compliance requirements. And under here on the port side, we've got a really fast, easy to grab, visible first aid kit, which is compliant with category C, again for the Workboat 3 coding. Coming further aft, we've got our horseshoe buoys here, fitted with the rope and the light, as well as 2 drogue anchors as well, so that they're not going to drift too far away. And right on the back here, we've got the really powerful Honda 250 horsepower engine. This enables us to keep up with people. It means we've got the reliability and dependence we need to go further offshore. If we lift these out, we've got really easy access to the back in case we're doing any diving operations for underwater shots. We've got a ladder on the back here so we can get into the water, get our underwater shots and get back on really nice and easily with these removable pieces. And finally, up on the T-top, we've got our radar reflector navigation light and VHF antenna on this sturdy T-bar, which also has cleats on the side. So that's it, that's our Patrol 760. It's a fantastic workboat for us, probably one of the best filming boats you'll find anywhere in Europe, I'd imagine, in terms of capability, in terms of setup. It has everything you could possibly need, whether you're a broadcast company or whether you're looking to go out and shoot something for film, TV, etc. And we're really, really happy with how it performs, how comfortable it is, and what our clients are telling us as feedback. So I hope that was helpful. I hope this is a nice overview of the boat. And yeah, thank you very much for joining.